5D Mystery School.
Peace. Welcome back to another video. We're just gonna briefly be talking about a few things, man. But this main topic of today is soulmates and twin flames. How do you know? How do you know if you are in the presence of your twin flame, a divine union? All right. Now, I don't want you to take this video if you're in a relationship and get discouraged if you don't have these alignments with the person that you're with. It's more so just to make you aware if you happen to do synastry with a potential partner or your current partner to know to either reassure, confirm, right? Or just to get an overview of, wow, this person and I do have like the alignments to be divine partners. Okay. Now, I'm not going to make this video too long. I just want to get straight to it. So, with that being said, when I am reading somebody's chart, right, and I'm looking for a divine union, a divine connection, first thing I look for is Juno, because Juno is about soul contracts, right? Juno is about karmic unions, not only karmic, but divine unions. Okay, it's how you like to be loved. It's the type of partner that you want to um, find. Depending on the house that is in your natal chart, it can also tell you where you're going to meet your divine partner. Okay, that's really important, right? Because every house actually deals with certain spaces in our reality. Like the second house can be a bank, you know, first house can be a gym. Okay. All right, so let's get straight into it. Here are 9 ways to know if you are in a divine union, if you are in a union with your soulmate or your twin flame. The first one is very important. Juno conjunct Juno with an orb of 0 to 3. Okay. I have these written down, so I'm just going to be looking over here at the stuff I have written down. You have two souls that are on the same union, two souls that are sharing the same divine purpose, that are on the same mission. When you are in a union with somebody and your Junos are conjuncting, you might feel it. Like it might cross your mind, like, damn, there's something about this person that it just feels so right with them. Like it feels so connected with them. Like it's just easy with them. Not saying it's always going to be easy because sometimes meeting your twin flame can be hard, especially if there's like a lot of karma that's involved with the situation. Okay. But Juno conjunct Juno is important. All right. This can feel like you are here to walk together, like to share this life together. And it might not always be a situation where you voice that, but you can feel it. Okay. Juno conjunct Juno. And the houses are important because, again, it'll let you know the type of connection that's there, the type of bond that you have. All right. The next one is Venus trine or conjunct Juno. This is like when your divine love is meeting a purpose. This is Juno, the asteroid, meeting up with the planetary body Venus. This can feel like you are infatuated in a way that this person just flows together with you. Now, it's not as strong as Juno conjunct Juno, in my opinion. That is one of the strongest ones. I have another strong one, but I'll get to that in a second. This is showing like deep resonance that you have with this person in a partnership, right? And it can feel as though this connection that you have with this person is a part of your your soul path. All right. So Venus conjunct or trine Juno, even if there was a sextile there, you might still get an inkling of it. But of course, the trine is double the sextile. All right. So you'll feel it more with the trine. Okay. You got 120 versus 60. Okay. Now the next one is Juno opposite Juno. It's like yin and yang because you might have two different styles of love, two different styles of connecting with the person, but it can still flow. It can still work out together, especially if you were to come together and acknowledge your two styles of loving each other and still make those styles coexist with each other. That's important. That's really important. When you have Juno oppose Juno, what this is the separation in return, the mirror, the trigger, the runner, the chaser. But once you connect with this person, it's like there is something that just won't let you disconnect from from this person. I'm only laughing because I have experienced this. Like I currently know somebody who, anyway, that's not neither here or there. Um, it's always just this you trigger them, they trigger you, but these triggers are needed because the trigger is an acknowledgement of the healing that needs to be done, right? But once you connect with this person, it can be a lifelong connection, especially if you realize that timing is everything. Like if you are with the person and the time might not be just right, stay in that person's lives and you will see that the connection doesn't fade away. Like even if you guys get into an argument, even if right now, like you go and you get into another relationship, this person, they go and they get into another relationship, you will still feel mentally, physically, etherically connected to this person. That is the divine runner chaser archetype. It is this push and pull dynamic that you have with this person, right? Is it's magnetic and it's evolutionary. It really is because it's like if you put two magnets in a box, right? Every once in a while, you can depending on the size of that box, you can shake up the box and those magnets might split apart for a little bit. But you shake that box again, the dynamic pull between those magnets are always going to be attracted and find their way to each other and evolve together, like the resonant frequency, right? So Juno, conjunct Juno is extremely strong, but Juno opposed Juno can, oh my goodness, that's why it's in my top three, right? Like it's very strong. It's super magnetic, and you can help this other person to evolve, especially if you have respect for this person. Matter of fact, let me text this one second. The next one is when your South Node is conjunct Juno or the vertex or both. There is this sense of instant familiarity. It is we've done this before. And in fact, you have. You have been through multiple lifetimes with this person, right? It has an air of past life love, karmic soul ties. It is it can be a karmic union, it can be a divine union. And you usually meet this person, especially with the vertex involved, when you're going through a pivotal moment in your life, a milestone moment. That person arrives, right? And when you meet this person, it's like I know you. Like I know I've probably never physically met you in this life, but we know each other. That's that feeling that you have when you have this alignment in synastry with somebody, right? It's You can be like spiritual partners. You can be joint teachers here to teach each other lessons, especially if Orcus is involved in this. Now, if Saturn is involved with this pairing via like trine, sextile, conjunction, that's like if Saturn is involved, it is a what is this cord doing hanging? One second. If Saturn is involved, then you have shared multiple lifetimes with this person. Like it's solidified through time. Wish I could turn these notifications off when I'm recording. Like if Saturn is there, solidified. If Orcus is there, even stronger. Like you share like the same soul contract. Listen, if you have Juno conjunct the South Node and Saturn is there and Orcus is there, do, don't lose touch with this person. Never lose touch with this person. If you're going through problems, give us some time and come back because this person that you are in the presence of is extremely important to your mission. You know this person, especially if Vertex involved. If you have all of these involved, come see me. Come see me. I'll be your spiritual guide, like, guide to help you through this because you should never let this person go, ever. Okay. Again, if you look at your chart, if you're in a relationship with somebody right now and you look at your chart and these aren't there, don't get discouraged. But if I'm keeping it real with you, this, if you are in a relationship and these alignments aren't present, then that's just not your twin flame. Now, if you have the North Node conjunct Juno or your vertex, this is like a future coded partner. This you came into this life to evolve with this person, to learn with this person, to grow with this person. This is the connection that your soul is yearning. Okay. Again, look for these outer planetary bodies, especially Orcus. If Cupid is there, then it's like the infatuation will be there. Like you would love this person, right? Now, you truly, if all of this is taking place in your seventh house, that's just a further confirmation for sure, right? So North Node conjunct Juno, North Node conjunct Vertex. This is a future destined contract. Right? It is twin flames that is helping to awake each other's evolutionary purposes. Okay. You might not have went through many incarnations with this person, but this is the connection that your soul came here to find. All right. Now, if you have, this is number six that we're on. If you have Pluto conjunct Juno or Vertex, this is ego death, right? There can be power struggles, there can be obsession, infatuation, right? A lot of physical moments, heavy on the physical. You're going to be physically attracted to this person. But mainly it's ego death. This person is going to help you see yourself and will trigger you in ways that will spark rebirth moments. This is your Phoenix partner. Again, all of these are twin flame connections. There's not just one twin flame connections. I'm giving you strong indications of a twin flame connection. So there are different ways that you can take your chart and look to see if you have one of these connections with your partner or a potential partner. Okay. And there's different ways that you will connect with this person based on the soul contract you have created with this person for this current incarnation. Okay. So we're on number six. This love is alchemy because you can transmute this love into something stronger through the rebirth that you experience with this person. Now, this does not mean if you have an argument and this person is triggering you, then you just have to run away. That's your purpose with this person. That's literally your purpose with this person. The ego death connection. That's not a bad thing. I'm not judging it as a bad thing. It's just the contract that you have established with this partner for this lifetime. All right, that's number six. Number seven is Juno in the seventh house or the eighth house. Like I was saying before, the seventh house. Now, this person is meant to help you to impact your core bonds, right? Your identity, even your sexuality. All right. This isn't like just a casual type of connection that you have with this person. This person is showing up in your house of marriage or your house of transformation. That's important. Okay. If any of these connections are showing up in your seventh house or eighth house, then let's say if you have Juno conjunct Juno in your seventh house, chef's kiss. If Orcus is there, if the vertex is there, if Saturn is there, never let this person go. You have found the person. Side note, there should honestly be like, I wish I had, if you are watching this and you are an app developer, please find a way to contact me because I've been saying this for years. There needs to be a way, an app needs to be born where people are, instead of doing Hinge or um what's the app where you swipe for people, hot or not? No, Tinder. Instead of all of those apps, there needs to be an app created where people are based on their astrological connections. That would clear up so much confusion. Like, oh, okay, this person has this Juno here, this Juno here. They have these connections. Boom, boom. Then you can bring in outer asteroids, love, Cupid, whatever. Okay. All right. So, number seven, if you have Juno in the seventh house or the eighth house. Now, this is if you are showing up in their seventh house or eighth house, or vice versa. Okay. They're here to help you impact your identity, your core values, to help you learn about love. Okay. Now, let's talk about the myth of sacred desire in the soul. This is when you have Eros and Psyche, right? Eros conjunct Psyche or any strong Eros and Psyche contact, right? When you have Eros and you have Psyche meet up, this is the return of cosmic love. Cosmic lovers are being reunited. So this is Eros trine Psyche, Eros conjunct Psyche, Eros even sextile or opposed Psyche, any strong contact with those two. This is a deep and physical, spiritual union. Cosmic lovers reunited. Think this is number eight. Number eight. All right. So now for the last one, number nine. All right. So if you want to talk about a relationship that is based on structure, discipline, and the potential to last for this lifetime, then you have to look at Saturn conjunct the sun or trine the sun. because Saturn comes in and it gives this relationship structure, it gives this relationship discipline and the karmic depth that it needs. And the sun brings in that potential with Saturn to last for this lifetime. This is a physical relationship. This is a flirtatious relationship. This is a youthful relationship. This is a creative relationship. This is a relationship that is building legacy, that's building a family, right? With the sun ruling the fifth house, Saturn ruling the 10th house. This is a relationship that builds you up to look good in public, that helps you to continue to be young, playful, that helps you to feel comfortable to bring out that childlike quality about yourself. Yeah, that helps you to cope with moments of your childhood. This this with the 10th house opposing the fourth house, right? That's what this is. Sun conjunct or trine Saturn. Because naturally, the 10th house is not directly opposing the fifth house, it's quincunxing. So you might think that, in this relationship, you will have moments where you have to integrate your being with this person. And that's where the discipline of Saturn brings in that structure. That's when the playfulness of the sun helps Saturn to calm down and be youthful, to feel love. Because remember, in mythology, Saturn, Kronos doesn't really get that love. All right. And that's number nine. So some honorable mentions would be a connection with Mercury and the moon. This is what this person says helps you and makes you feel comfortable. This person is understanding you emotionally. This person can teach you to be, cool, calm, and collected. So this could be like a trine, this can be a conjunction, opposition, right? Trine and um well, they're all pretty strong. The opposition is low key slept on a lot. Is low key slept on a lot. But in astrology, when you have two houses opposing each other, one house always has quality to teach the other house, right? Capricorn can teach Saturn how to appreciate building a legacy and not just how to guard their emotions and not just be open to emotions. Aries can teach Libra to it's okay to put yourself sometimes. You don't always have to live vicariously through other people. You can focus on building up yourself, like your motivation, your own willpower, instead of like focusing on getting your approval from other people. So you always have, like, Pisces can teach Virgo how to be a little bit more relaxed and not like overanalyze everything. So when you have an opposition with any of these planetary bodies, then it's always going to be a strong connection. A Libra rising can tell you about this specifically because they are their houses are in the position of the opposites. So they know how to embody, right, what the other house is missing. Libra risings are special for that very reason. A another honorable mention would be Pluto and Saturn, and deep karmic connection, emotional connection. This is sacred contracts. This is deep understanding of each other in your time here. This is a a past life bond. There will be power struggles though, especially when it comes to structure in the relationship and how to show up for this person. let me see. Another honorable mention would be, I don't know if I said this, but did I say Venus conjunct Juno already? Yeah, that was one of my strongest ones. Now, if you have any of your planetary bodies falling on their vertex, especially like Venus, you were meant to meet this person. The vertex is that fated encounter. You're going to meet this person. It's in your soul contract, especially if Juno is close with any type of aspect, especially if Saturn is there. If Saturn on the vertex, you were meant to meet this person because it's a past life connection coming into this life because there's unfinished business. There are more honorable mentions, but I didn't want to make this video too long. Wait, if you have a stellium falling in one of their houses, especially like the seventh house, that's another sign. Especially if you have like Venus involved or Saturn involved with that stellium, that's important to watch out for. It's like it's a spiritual mission that you have with this person, especially if Setna is involved with this, because let's say if you have Setna that is sitting on somebody's vertex, or you have Setna and Ixion there as well, then you are being given a second chance. Let's say you have Ixion, Setna, Saturn, and Juno all linking up to each other. In a past life, there was, especially if a bonus of Pluto is involved, in a past life, there was a power that was misused, and you are being given a second chance to heal this bond because there was an extreme betrayal that was done, and you are being given a second chance to fix the right that was wrong. Right? There was a misuse of power. It can be on your part or the other part, depending on where this connection lies in synastry, where somebody was given power and they use their power to betray somebody, especially if this is taking place in your seventh house. Or if it's in the first house, it can be the other way around as well. Or you have sacrificed yourself to save somebody else. There's a lot of ways that can go, but these are other ways to know, you know. Ixion is very important, especially when it comes to being given a second chance. All right, I don't want to go too deep with this. I just wanted to give you all just 9 ways that you can see if you are in a divine union with a sacred partner. All right. If you like this video, and especially if you made it this far, go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you want to get a reading, from me, then I will put my 3 different readings that you can choose from here. You can also head over to astro5d.com or myastroherbs.com. Right, it's a website that deals with astrology and herbs. That's why it's Astro Herbs. Myastroherbs.com, and book a reading. I'm always giving out discounts so that you can save a little bit of money on that reading because times are, unprecedented right now. But I just truly wanted to tap in with y'all today because love these days is not the same, man. It's not the same, and I think it's important to hold out for somebody that you are sure about. Me, for one, I am about timeless love. If we're not in this forever, what is the purpose? I'm not here to be a good time for a short time. I'm here to find my partner who I'm going to share this life with. We've probably shared past lives with, and we're going to be sharing multiple lifetimes with. I love deep. That's why it's hard for me personally to get into a relationship, because when I get into a relationship, I've thought about this many and many a times. I'm a Virgo moon, so I'm sure that I want to commit to this, right? And when I commit, we're getting we're getting soul tied forever. What do you mean you want to break up? That's not happening. Anyway, I appreciate y'all. And I'm going to be, of course, doing more of these videos. So I appreciate y'all tapping in. And I'll see you next time. Take care of yourself and know thyself.
5D Mystery School.